In celebration of Women's Month, we invite you to be unstoppable. Take courage and acknowledge what fear you may have. How many passions and chances do we unknowingly filter out because we're scared or uncertain? This month, we've dedicated a page for you to say yes to something. What ideas would completely excite you? What is truly possible for you? Like a fully confident archer who trusts in their aim, fill in the target board with all the thrilling opportunities that can come to mind. We still have 3 quarters ahead. Go ahead. Take courage. Be unstoppable.
From here on, I want you to open yourself to receiving.
To say, wait, I don't deserve it yet. Okay, I need to work hard for that.
You get rid of the clutter in your home, in your life.
When we receive our experiences and how we can train it better and help us have better results in life.
Know that every cell in your body eavesdrops on your thoughts. What does that mean?
Instead of being afraid, instead of turning it away, welcome it, because it's just like any other emotion.
You are powerful because of who you are and what you are, not because of who you are not.
You know how important you are. You know how important your life is.
Knowing that we are light.
You have a unique human design blueprint. You do. And it shows you your important role in the universe, what your soul purpose is, basically by showing you who you're not.
There's still one thing in our lives that we can control.
Simply make the intention. Connect your issues.
Faith is not believing that God can. It is knowing that God will. So my fear has also been replaced by expectant faith.
And then life will be better.
As it has done for the past 16 years, the 2022 Beldiger Power Planner continued to empower Filipinos to create lives they love and claim all the good this world has to offer. Available in 4 designs that suit your personality and style, the inside pages is made of Forest Stewardship Council certified paper. It houses 12 special pages designed to help you live a fulfilling and meaningful life, 13 monthly calendars with journal prompts and reminders to help prioritize and plan, vertical weekly layouts to keep track of schedules, jot down notes, and organize daily tasks or appointments. And it also has a Perks of a Bella booklet that houses lifestyle coupons for over 40 brands. When you scan the QR code, you get access to 12 safe spaces through virtual reality videos all over the Philippines. It's a wonderful respite from your inner chaos, and great with our VBM Spark IM virtual cardboard doubles. Get to meet certified, world-renowned, licensed professional trainers. 2022 is the year that you become.
Hi guys! How is your Quenza app coaching experience so far? Just in case you're already done watching the coaching video by Coach Karel and also watching the replay of the FB Live series last Wednesday, you are set to do Brain Strong for Joy Primer Worksheet. So you're gonna find it along with your pathways. You will be sent an email to remind you to answer it, so you can do it in the app, right in the app. But if you still want to do this in your journal, you're a pen and paper kind of person, you can simply generate PDF, download that, and voila, you have a PDF file of the worksheet from Quenza, and you can print it and put it in your journal or your BDJ Power Planner, and there you have it. So much to do inside the Quenza app, and we look forward to seeing you there. Don't forget to scan your QR codes in your BDJ Power Planner to get access to all of these freebies and more.
Hello, hello. Good evening, Bellas, and happy Women's Month. And tonight we pick up from our second leg of our celebration with three remarkable guests. And of course, you guys are our guests of honor. So, guys, please do chat in the comment section when you give StreamYard permission so we can call out your names where you're watching us from. So I hope you guys stay tuned to us for watching until the end of the show because we have so many exciting things to share with you tonight. And let's see who's watching here. So, napaka-exciting talaga tonight kasi this whole month, we're just so excited to be able to bring you a lot of topics that we know will help empower you guys. Kasi our mission in BDJ is to really bring you from a disempowered state to a dream-powered state. Kasi tanggapin naman natin, 'di ba? During the pandemic, a lot of things have happened. A lot of things have changed tayo internally, identity crisis natin, 'di ba? Ano ba purpose natin sa buhay? Parang we've started to question all of these things, even questioning what is essential to us. So, kaya bit by bit, we're trying to get our bearings together, and today is the perfect time to start, even if let's say, 'di ba, March 16 today. Tapos baka some of us may even feel na parang hala 2022 na, parang it's March 16 and maybe things haven't exactly gone my way. So that is perfectly fine, guys, because we are doing this together and we in BDJ are with you in this journey as we discover ourselves even in a deeper way this 2022 and make our goals happen. So let's greet some of our Bellas who are watching us today. So si Trisha watching us from San Pedro, Laguna. Hello. Sorry, Facebook user. We need you to give permission to StreamYard so we can see and acknowledge your name. So hello also. Tay, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Happy Women's Month watching from QC. And we also have Anne B watching all the way from Cebu. Tapos si Marin watching from Pasig. And of course, our loyal Bella, si Iris. Happy Women's Month watching from Manila. And meron pa tayo, of course, si Chini watching from Imus Cavite. So, guys, this month, the Women's Month na what we want to celebrate talaga in the BTJ community, and we hope you guys take part of this campaign, is really recognizing that we are worthy. Kasi with what's happening, 'di ba, na with what happened in the pandemic, what's continuously happening is from time to time we question ourselves, we question our ability to make things happen, we question if kaya ba natin to make our goals happen, we question do we have what it takes, 'di ba? So kailangan talaga natin i-claim yung I am worthy. So that is our hashtag for this month, this Women's Month, is I am worthy, because this campaign is really all about declaring that you are worthy of your dreams. It has to start there. You have to be able to feel it. You have to be able to celebrate it, because if you don't, mahihirapan tayo in terms of breaking it to tangible steps to make your goals happen. It starts with your self-belief. So today and the remaining Wednesdays of the Women's Month, this March, we will continue talking to you, our community, so that we can do this together, that we can claim our power back and inspire you to be dream powered. So definitely, women deserve the spotlight and we are worthy of this celebration. So why don't we fill in the blanks? If you can chat in the chat box in the Facebook pages, if you're watching us from YouTube, please comment on the section in the comment section and fill in the blanks. I am worthy of blank. Para ano talaga natin, matanggap natin, ma-absorb natin, ano yung gusto natin maging worthy of. So, I am worthy of blank. So, gusto natin yan parang damdamin. So, one of the things na last week, 'di ba, parang our different speakers, we talked about coaching, meditation, journaling, and planning. And we asked what we were worthy of, each of us. So ako, just to share my answer to this question is, I am worthy of joy. Kasi minsan, di ba, parang uunahin natin, tayo mga babae, minsan inuuna talaga natin yung families natin, 'di ba? Yung friends, yung anak natin, 'di ba? So nauuna lahat. So parang minsan nakakalimutan talaga natin to take care of ourselves. And this is why it's a good reminder this Women's Month that, hey, maybe it's time to take a pause and prioritize ourselves. So, meron tayo sabi ni Anne B, I am worthy of being empowered. Definitely. And ito, I am worthy of love and happiness. Sabi ni Jasmine, I'm worthy of pampering. So, napaka-important nito kasi sometimes we do not give ourselves permission to take care of ourselves. We do not give ourselves permission to celebrate ourselves. We do not give ourselves permission to dream. So, this is something that we hope that we can continue in this advocacy of being able to continuing to empower you. So as we go along, just please share your I am worthy statements. We will read it from time to time in between, diba? In between our talk segments kasi we really want you guys to really embrace this I am worthy of blank. So sabi ni Zareen, I am worthy of happiness. Sabi ni Chico, and for sure to, Chico, I am worthy of love. Sabi ni Anna, I'm worthy of having a clear mind. Ayan, sabi ni Charlene, I am worthy of being loved. So, lahat tayo yan. We are worthy. So, guys, let's keep on reminding each other. And remember, when you give a declaration, it's not only for you. It's also for the people who read it. Kasi the people who are reading your affirmation will see na nakaka-inspire naman na parang, oo nga no, I am worthy of being loved. I am worthy of being independent, 'di ba? Kasi minsan we just need to remind each other that we are worthy. Sometimes it just takes that affirmation. It might seem so small, pero it has a really big effect. So I am worthy of being respected. I am worthy of joy and care. Sabi naman ni Jillian, I'm worthy of just being myself, just being me. Yes, definitely. And of course, sabi ni Marian, I am worthy of self-love. So thank you, Bella. Sobrang daming mga messages. We will proceed and I will read more of that as we go along. So definitely this month, the past 2 years, there's a lot of changes that has been happening. And kaya sinasabi talaga natin na it's very important that we affirm ourselves, that we take hold talaga where we stand so that hindi tayo sobrang, I mean, I'm sure naalog na tayo diba? Naalog tayo ng pandemic. But now, we are given a chance. Every day is a choice. Every day, we're able to choose to stabilize ourselves and make the change work for us. Make the change around us, diba? Work for us. So the change, we don't necessarily have to judge it positive or negative, but whatever the effect of that change is our choice. And it's it's really something that we can make happen. So, did you know the labor force participation rate of the Philippines is lower for women versus men? And in fact, actually in Southeast Asia, the Philippines has the lowest labor force participation. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Despite the Philippines, I don't know about you guys, diba, in the Bella community, we've been talking about empowerment for 16 years. So, I've thought kahit somehow na parang we are an empowered community. The Philippines is an empowered nation, right? But apparently, we have the lowest in Southeast Asia labor force participation. Meaning, hindi na-recognize yung contribution or hindi na napapasok yung contribution ng women in our economic participation. And there have been so many studies na uunlad talaga yung bansa the more women participating in the labor force. Meaning the more women who are working, it has a higher impact versus men. And again, this is not naman about us parang putting male and female against each other. It's really just bridging the gap. Because in the Philippines, for men, it's around 74%. For women, it's just 46%. So, di ba, medyo malayo siya. So, we're here tonight to be able to inspire each other, and maybe if you have family or friends who wants to improve their hustle, we can share this video, this FB live, so that we can talk more about how we can participate more in our labor force. So everyone, ako talaga, the real source for empowerment is always economic and financial empowerment. So it's hard not to talk about empowerment if we don't equip our community in terms of these kinds of discussion. So sa atin, of course, sa women, di ba, it's not just work. There's also the different roles that we play, from our being the heads of the households, the ones managing our households, and extended family households, di ba? Madami tayong binabalanse. So it's usually not just limited to one single household. So ano yung mga challenges na na-encounter nyo as we continue to work, 'di ba? Parang if you're a stay at home mom, even, 'di ba, the single ladies that we have who contribute almost 100% of their income for their families. Yung mga dakilang ate, 'di ba? Meron talaga tayong profile na 'yon na dakilang ate. So, how do women with multiple roles thrive in their chosen careers and in business? How are we hustling? Or what is your hustle? So, saan ba kayo nahihirapan? Saan ba kayo nag-i-enjoy? One of the things my coach would tell me, one of the strengths of women is really multitasking. So, multitasking talaga yung women. Kasi it's really di ba? Parang women are gatherers, tapos men are hunters. So, passed on from generations to generations. Sabi ni Shirley, dakilang bunso din. Oo, hindi lang naman yung ate yung nagko-contribute sa family, pati yung mga bunso din nagko-contribute. So, ayun, minsan, yung gathering, di ba, matagal na yun na parang women are gatherers. So, what does it mean to gather? Di ba, parang you're looking at many things, you're spotting different opportunities, you gather information, you process it. That's why women are really good in multitasking. Men, on the other hand, are hunters. Usually, pag hunter, di ba, medyo laser focus ka dapat. Sobrang quiet, single focus. So that's what one of the main things that they're saying, na, diba? The difference between the male and female. So how do we use our natural skills of multitasking to our benefit? How do we maximize our hustling? And this is a very real conversation, because me and my husband, we talk about this. It's not enough anymore to have a single income household, dual income household, maybe even triple income household. Kasi kailangan talaga natin ng mga racket Sabi nga ni Jalai, multitasking mom is the hardest, pero kinakaya. Sabi ni Tay, we are a multitasking goddess. Sabi naman nila Arnie, multitasking po talaga, pero laban lang. Yes, so this is our strength and magtutulungan tayo tonight to figure out how can we do multitasking even better and improve our hustle. So do you guys agree? We are worthy. Sana yes, 'di ba? Sana sa bahay kayo tapos sabi, yes! Sinasagot niyo ako. Sinasagot niyo si Dar. So, the other thing that we are worthy of, everyone, is we are worthy of success. So, how do you define your success to begin with, especially these challenging times? 'Di ba? Daming questions on what is essential, what is important. So our first speaker for tonight is no stranger to success, a pioneer in clinical project management in the Philippines and easily identified as the singer of the multi-awarded OPM icon band of the hit songs Migraine, Torete, and Gilid, Moonstar 88. So she also hails with accolades in the academics, such as a degree in pharmacy from UP, a merit honor MBA degree holder from the University of Bradford, UK, a certified clinical research professional research professional and a project management professional and was awarded outstanding program manager by the American Clinical Research Professionals in 2018. So ang dami talaga awards, guys. She has been involved in clinical research for over 15 years with the focusing on managing trials. This is so cool. Wala akong kilala na nagmamanage ng clinical trials. And this is in a global level, guys. So it's not just in the Philippines, but global level. She is also a fitness influencer, brand ambassador, musician, and hands-on mom. So, Bellas, let's all welcome Maysh Baay. Hello, come on in.
Hi,
Hello, hi.
Dar. Hi. Good evening na pala. Good evening to you, Dar, and to all our Bellas online. Hello. I'm so excited to be here, and I really loved your introduction. I felt like my soul is fed. So thank you. That was so inspiring already for me.
Thank you so much. How are you today? Kamusta naman?
Oh, very busy today. It's my daughter's last day of her quarterly exam, so you can imagine the hustle. We were rushing for some last minute reviews, and then I still had to do my day job, and then just planning some activities for the band also. So it's been a super jam packed day for me.
Oo nga. So, siguro Mish, to share lang with the other people who about the work that you typically do. Can you like share with us like what does your typical day look like?
Um, right now, I'm in the capacity of a global project manager. So, normally I would start my day, let's say, mga 5 or 6 a.m., depending on how early my teleconferences would be. And then, syempre kasama na doon kailangan yung self-care. So, my self-care is really working out. So,
Ang
I
ganda
still
mo
try to
today.
put that in.
Yes,
Kahit mga
yes,
30
important
minutes
yan.
lang. And then, also, or like, walk my baby dog. Kailangan din natin gawin yan, di ba?
Yes,
And
yes,
then,
of
I usually
course.
hold like meetings for half of the day. My teams are mostly remote based all over the globe. And then a lot of administrative work, just making sure that all the pieces to the puzzle are working for all of my clinical trials. So siguro a little bit more of a background on that. Clinical trials, syempre dahil we're in a pandemic, mas malaki yung awareness. So whatever gets into the market, in terms of vaccines, drugs, medical devices, it has to go through properly and ethically and regulated, vetted clinical studies on humans. So that's where I come in and make sure that all of those run smoothly. So yon.
Oo, ang galing. Are there a lot of you doing this kind of practice in the Philippines? Or konti
Um,
lang?
I think hindi siya ganun kadami talaga, but it's gaining traction because um, we have a really good educational system when it comes to the health sector. As you know, we have the best
Yes.
doctors also,
Yes, agree.
like
Super
globally.
agree.
So there's a lot of awareness now for research. Our industry is kind of niche because we've only probably started less than or maybe like 20 years ago. Pero dumadami na. There's a lot of interest there. Siguro I guess one of the things that I'm really advocating also in my industry is to get to the next step. Right now, most of our workforce in my industry are focused on more local activities. So I really want to push them to do more global and regional activities the same way that I'm doing now. So yun,
Correct,
medyo
correct.
konti pa
Oo.
kami. Oo.
Oo. Is it harder to achieve what you've done? I mean, I know people na like you're a musician and then you're a global clinical trial project, 'di ba? Parang professional, 'di ba? Is it parang harder to achieve that because you're a woman or parang hindi naman nagkaroon ng effect or may challenges ba?
I would say the entry is not as hard to get into what I do. Um, when I was younger. But the real challenge is really to get to more senior management roles. And I
Mhm.
think that's something that maybe some of our Bellas online would also empathize with, like in the corporate world. Really,
Correct.
to break the glass ceiling,
Yes, correct,
I
correct.
think that's the thing that is the next level na parang hindi ganon ka-smooth for us women. Kasi ang daming barriers. Number one, let me know if you feel this way, Dar. We're always hard on ourselves, di ba?
Yes,
Like
definitely.
before we take the before we take a new role in our life, before we take a new
Mm-mm.
challenge in our lives, parang we always feel like, but I don't have the experience. I don't have that capacity. Parang we are always so hard on ourselves. So the first barrier is always ourselves, and then of course systemic. And this is what I would like for all of us to continue to challenge yon. Pero systemic pa rin yung biases in the workforce, in the
Mm-mm.
political landscape, yung mga regulations natin that support
Yes.
women. So marami pa ding mga challenges there. So overall, yes, I think to get to the next steps,
Next
yun yung
next level.
pinaka-challenge for us.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I agree na a lot of times sa para-acquire the Philippines actually, 'di ba? High education rate tayo for women compared to other
Mm-hmm.
countries. Well, at least medyo
Right.
centralized on the city kasi from I know yung medyo yun nga sa provinces o sa may laylayan kailangan pa rin talaga natin suportahan here in the Philippines. But I
Yes.
super agree with you na parang it's easy sometimes to go in but it's hard to really break that ceiling and be one of
Mm-hmm.
the leaders, especially in the industry. So, may, like, ang daming nagko-comment sa, parang how do you do it? Like, your time management, like, you're a successful musician. You're a lead singer in Moonstar 88, a very, 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 very popular band. Tapos, ganito, it looks like very a technical, super technical global job. And as you mentioned earlier, nag-assist ka pa with your sa school ng anak mo. But how do you do it? May ano ba to? May secret ba to that maybe you can share with us?
Ano siguro, one of the things that I'm more reflective in my life is yung mga intentional actions. Yung what we call it in MBA, we call it deliberate strategy, parang ganun. But really, it's like more of
Deliberate.
intentional,
Yes.
intentional living. Like, I'm an overthinker, so I'm sure marami tayong belas na ganyan. So parang
Mhm.
even prior to the day wrapping up, I already have like a tick boxes in my mind for the next day na parang ganun. And then on practical and unitized, very very PM mga ano ko, very unitized na ginagawa ko is I break down tasks into 30-minute um, units, parang ganun. Like, meron akong parang set in motion na, okay, 30 minutes, I'm gonna walk the dog. I'm gonna do my sprint workout. And then 30 minutes, I'm gonna prepare my own breakfast because everybody else is still sleeping at that time. So may mga ganun akong mga rules on a daily basis na it really helped me. Plus, I think 50% then is that I try to empower all of the people around me. Lahat din ng
Yes.
naapektuhan sa bubble ko. Lahat ng mga tao that I need to be working with. I make sure that I empower them, I delegate things, and then they have a bigger chunk of the pie also to be able to chip in dun sa activities. So, like in the corporate world, we learn how to delegate tasks properly. We learn to mentor, allyship at work. That's something that we would like to promote. At home, partner ko rin yung husband ko, tsaka yung angel namin pagdating sa mga activities around the house, ganon. So, I also empower them, like yung angel namin sa house, si Ate Jingjing. I also make sure that she continues to grow, hindi lang dun sa activities niya sa bahay, but other things also. Kasi feeling ko her learnings shouldn't stop at what she does for me, like,
Correct,
you know,
correct.
24/7. So yun, and then in other things, like with the band, I make sure that my road manager is a woman also. So feeling ko kayang-kaya niya din talagang gawin yung mga bagay na naiisip ko. So yun, parang knowledge transfer, ganon. So we just need to make sure that everybody is on board, ganon. So yun, nakakatulong talaga siya when the whole ecosystem is really growing together.
Correct, correct. So, i-recap ko, guys, meron tayong deliberate strategy or intentional action. So, sa BDJ terms, actually, nakarelate ako dyan, Mish. The time blocking, na you really have to allot like time. So, that's how you design your schedule. And then number 2, that's really, for me also, the key to empowerment, to empower the people around us. Kasi, we cannot do it alone. We really need
It's
to.
hard.
It's hard. Let's try to get as much support, and that's why we have this community, so we can also give tips to each other and support each other. So, Mish, meron ka bang time in your life wherein you gave up on something na parang
This is
wala,
a
wala
painful one.
painful. Okay, game.
Kasi like as a person or as a woman, I really hinge on a lot of mentorship also. So when I had my first corporate job, it was a dream job for me, yung entry level position for this work that I'm doing right now. My mentor told me that it's impossible for me to have a music career and a scientist, science research career. So parang at some point, I'm gonna have to give up something. So that time, I gave up music for a
okay.
while, and it turned out to
Okay.
be the most miserable part of my life. So talaga nag-manifest talaga ako na please give me a second chance with music, and that's when the time when Moonstar 88 came knocking on my door. So minsan talaga you just have to ask for what you want, 'di ba? Talagang just manifest it to the world, to the universe, to God if you're a believer, 'di ba? And then it will fall into the right place, ganon.
Yeah. So guys, wag mahiya. You are worthy of asking for whatever you guys want. So sabi na yan na, galing nun kay Mish. So yung nangyari, you gave up on, I mean, let go of your musical career, and then you realized that it
Yes.
was the worst. Parang that, ano ba yun? You felt bad that
I was
you...
I was dead inside practically. Parang ever since that two aspect of my life, the science part and the art part, is really like parang a check and balance on my
Check
life
and
talaga.
balance, yeah.
Parang
Okay.
ganon. So
So
without the
cannot be
other,
one or the other, kailangan
no.
dalawa.
hindi siya
Kailangan talaga
dichotomy
dalawa.
for me.
Yes.
Akala ko yung popular belief before na parang you're doing something that you're passionate, you're doing something to earn money to support what you're passionate about. Parang ganon. I thought
Mm-mm.
that was a dogma for me, pero hindi pala. Hindi, you break the rules talaga. You make your own rules, ganon. So parang it's not a dichotomy. Parang yeah, you can have both.
Yes, I believe in having both. We can have everything. And I also, parang what I got from what you said, parang one passion actually fuels the other. 'Di ba?
Yes.
So parang it's, I don't know, parang they contribute to each other, and you really become a bit more inspired with what's going on.
Mm.
Right? Na feel ko rin 'yon, na parang minsan parang nagugulat yung mga tao na parang when you're adding on certain things, but actually when you add certain things that is parang brings you joy, as you said with the music, it actually jump starts also all other aspects of your life, right?
Yes, yes. Kasi us women, we are naturally like multi hyphenates talaga. Yung sabi mo
Yes.
nga kanina sa introduction mo, talagang multitasker talaga tayo. Natural yan
Talaga
sa atin.
tasker.
And I really believe that the best of us is when our skills from those entities of
Different.
us would intersect. So that's the
Yes,
best of us
agree.
talaga.
Correct, correct. I agree sobra. Kasi parang we are I think I watched this somewhere na we are complicated. So, and we should embrace that we are complicated and do not like parang force fit us in just one box, 'di ba? Na
Yeah.
parang we just allow ourselves to be complicated, complex, and ganon. So, meron ding question here na everything that's happened, 'di ba? All the challenges, yung what happened in the pandemic, and then balancing multiple roles, what keeps you going?
Right now, before kasi it's really more of really finding who I am, just the concept of self mastery, practicing more self awareness,
Self
getting to know
mastery.
who I
Yes.
really am in all circumstances. But now it's really ano na parang for me it's like paid forward na. So parang to be able to help out others in the capacity that I can to help them find their purpose, ganon. So that's my main driving point now. Yun ang pinaka-objective ko na. And I think part of that is the fact that I'm also a mom to a young girl. So parang I just want to make sure that I give her all the opportunities that I can and could present her the options. And one of that is for her to see all of me, not just my success, but also yung mga
Yes.
pagkakamali ko, yung mga things that she thinks na parang miss ito ni mama, parang so next time I can probably do it differently, parang ganon. So
Correct, correct.
yun.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's really parang parang in a way parang as moms, 'di ba? Parang we show the path to our children na parang this is parang the possibilities, 'di ba? And that we embrace talaga both sides,
Mm.
na parang all aspects, the good and the bad, kasi baka nga yun nga, if we keep on showing naman all the good sides, baka feeling nila kailangan perfect palagi. 'Di ba? Which is
Mm.
mahirap naman. So,
Yeah,
Maysh,
or
one last, ay,
siguro
sorry,
the
go.
more yung more dangerous part is they would think that everything that we're doing is actually the right thing, or it's the
Yes,
only
correct,
thing
correct,
that they should do, diba? So parang we
correct.
always want to make sure that they have that certain discernment of what's right or what's wrong, and at the same time apply critical skills then ganon. They can be
Mm.
critical of us. I believe that hindi kailangan na parating it's us giving them or teaching them. We can actually learn from them also.
Yes, super, super agree. I'm learning a lot with my kids also. So, Mish, what's next for you? What do you plan for I guess, the coming year?
For this year, siguro, just being, yun lang, just being. If you're going to ask me what I think I am worthy of, siguro for this year, I think I am worthy of being able to travel again because
Yes.
I haven't I haven't done that since the pandemic started.
Of
So yun lang
course.
muna yung pinaka-immediate goal ko for this year.
Mhm. Correct, correct. Definitely, kailangan talaga natin yan. And so with that, Mish, I'll talk to you again later when we have a quick game with the Bellas. So,
Okay.
guys, if you have questions for Mish, parang kanina ang dami kong nakikitang questions. Maybe we can answer some questions, ask some questions to Mish. And guys, don't forget that we have a promo for tonight. If you share your takeaway and notes from this FB Live, you get a chance to receive a gift pack from Fem. Thank you, Fem family, Fem fam. So, wait lang, may question na. Babalikan ko lang yung question. I think the question I saw earlier here is what? No, no, no. Sorry. Nakita ko yung isang question na I think it was from M. Na M was asking siguro parang maybe like some general guidelines for your time management. You mentioned earlier na yung parang medyo may time blocks ka na pinili mo.
Mm.
Siguro maybe can you share like how did you end up devising those time blocks in your life?
Ano parang I just read it like in a popular book. Yeah, I forgot the title. I think High Fidelity yata yung book na yun. It's a good book. It's a fiction book. I just read that concept. And then while I was taking my project management certification course, so I can be certified nga, one of the topics was about unitizing things. So that's when I came up with the
Unitizing.
that's when I came
Mhm.
up with the 30-minute block. And it just makes sense, 30 minutes is already like an out of town set for my band. So that means like 5 to 6 songs. 30 minutes
Yes.
is a good time for an HIIT workout, high intensity workout, including rest. 30 minutes is all it takes for me to walk my dog around the block. So it makes sense. Parang for me, it parang naaayos ko talaga yung day ko if I think of it that way. And sometimes, I also put in 30 minutes of procrastination. 30 minutes of just mindlessly going through my feed on Facebook. So, di ba? Let's be real.
Yes.
We all do that, di
Correct,
ba? 30
correct,
minutes
correct.
of just looking at cat or dog YouTube videos. So give it a try.
Yeah, so unitize things and yun nga, maybe break it apart for every 30 minutes. And even guys, parang you heard it na you also give yourself permission to slack off like 30 minutes of parang ano ba yung mindless browsing, mga ganyan. Or
Yeah.
just doing nothing. So, guys, napaka-important yan sabi ni Mish yan. So, pakinggan natin siya. So, thank you, Mish. I'll see you again later. Thank you for answering the question for M. So,
Thank you.
and
See you later.
thank you. See you later. So, next up, guys, let's talk let's move forward to our program and let's talk about change. Kasi our next speaker is a woman on the go and an advocate of work-life balance. So she's working as a professional host, voice, and on-cam talent, personality development and communication facilitator, freelancer, and currently the Femme Ambassador. And let's not forget, guys, she's also one of our loyal Bellas. So one of her goals is really to be able to inspire everyone to work smart, get the peace of mind, and that you've always wanted to have. Kasi her personal mantra is to rest when you need to, then get back on track. So I'm happy to have our fam gal and Bella. Let us all welcome Anne Quioge. Come on in, Anne.
Hi! Hello!
Hello.
Woo! Super excited. Hello, Bellas. Hello, everyone. Good evening and happy Women's Month.
Yes, happy Women's Month. So, and grabe, sobrang long time. I think the last, well,
I
when was it?
know.
Maybe, I guess 3 years ago or maybe even 4 years ago, we saw each other in person, no?
Yes, yung meron pa tayong mga live
Events.
events.
Yes, may
Yes.
events pa tayo. I
Correct.
definitely remember. So,
Super happy. And yes, gusto ko yung may introduction na yung about being a Bella. And because guys, I'm a Bella since I think that was 2010. So, ganun na siya katagal. So, super excited to be here.
12 years na. So, ay,
I
may
know.
12-year anniversary na tayo. Ayan.
Bata pa ako nun.
Bata ka pa rin ngayon. You look
Yes, yes.
beautiful, Anne.
Younger lang yun. Younger. Ganon. Young pa rin naman.
Young pa din. Young pa din. So, how were you before? Like, parang pre-pandemic and then now, pandemic, I guess. Parang, what changed with you?
Oh my God, sobrang daming nangyari. And of course, as you know, na-mention ni Dar kanina, I'm a professional host. So, just imagine, nung nagka-pandemic, grabe, sobrang, it felt like everything change, and alam niyo yung feeling na hindi mo alam what's gonna happen next. So you're thinking, what will I do? So kasi syempre, nung nag-pandemic, so nawala lahat ng events. And before
Yes.
pandemic, I was super excited because I got a lot of new clients plus, the regular clients. And then sobrang daming projects na naka-line up. So nung nag-pandemic, I was looking at my calendar, tapos sabi ko, ano nang mangyayari sa akin, di ba? Parang, kasi most of my work talaga, it's relying on the event. So, nung nawala siya, I was
Correct.
thinking, anong mangyayari sa akin? Parang naisip ko, mauubos yata yung savings sa account ko. Parang ganon. So, I think that's the biggest change. So,
Mhm.
thinking na parang, ano yata yun, or like, about few months, I was thinking, what will I do next? Actually, nung una, yung feeling ko parang, ay, okay, I can get to rest kasi minsan lang ako makapagpahinga with all the events. Tapos,
Mm-mm.
nung nagka-pandemic, sabi ko, okay, makakapahinga ako. And then, after a while, syempre, pag habang tumatagal and you're looking at your savings account na, shocks, what's happening? Nababawasan siya. So, I have to do something. And then, which brings me to getting another job. So, before kasi, so I was hosting events, and then I'm also, yun nga yung you mentioned kanina, I'm a personality and communication facilitator, which is also affected kasi nga walang school, di ba? So, we can't go
Mm-mm.
outside. And then, content I'm a content creator as well. Although most of my job talaga, it's really relying on mga events. So, I went online. So, nag-study ako. I'm sure a lot of people can relate, 'di ba, yung mga mahihilig sa online courses, like mga free courses niya, yung mga ganyan. And I was thinking I have to do something. Kasi ako, before naman ako nag-events, I have a corporate background. Sabi ko, although that's not my passion kasi. So, sabi ko, babalik ba ako ng corporate? Iiwan ko ba yung passion ko? So, yun yung mga iniisip ko. And I'm like, no, kailangan, yung I have to do something. Ako kasi I'm the type of person na I have to do something that I really enjoy. 'Di ba? Ang hirap kasi nung
Correct,
ginagawa ko
correct.
parang, I'm so tired. Yung tipong everyday, yung dinadrag mo yung sarili mo going to work. I don't like doing that. So, nagpunta ako online, I joined Facebook groups, so, and then I found out na merong course na ganito, so online freelancing. So, I took the course, and then after a month, so apply. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because, syempre, di ba, parang competitive na yung online world. So many
Correct,
people are
correct.
applying, especially pandemic. So, sabi ko, okay, bahala na. So, apply, and then I got a job. So, that's one of the things I'm doing now. So, I'm a senior quality analyst. It's actually totally different from events. So, alam mo yung
Oo,
medyo
yeah.
seryoso, ganyan. Ito yung medyo technical part. But, I'm enjoying it so far. So, parang magto 2 years na.
Wow, that's amazing. So, parang medyo complete change, no? So,
Correct.
Maybe siguro,
Practical.
maybe you can share with us, like, 'di ba you mentioned na at the beginning, parang you really got scared about parang losing your savings, 'di ba? Losing your income, right? Like at the start
Correct.
of the pandemic and being unsure of what you're gonna do next. Meron ka bang naging turning point na parang, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, na parang meron ba
Mm.
siyang, ano ba, internal mindset that you just decided, or parang did you have like a new motivation suddenly?
Mm.
Meron bang switch, so to speak?
Mm. I think I realized talaga, it's very cliche, but we all know yung sinasabi natin na you have to put your eggs in different baskets, di ba? And that's
Yes.
when I realized na, oo nga, having one source of income is really not enough, especially ngayong pandemic. And alam niyo na, tumataas ang bilihin, tumataas ang gas,
Yes,
ang daming
gas. Okay.
tumataas. And kailangan nating sumabay dun sa panahon. And,
Correct, correct.
'di ba, even if sobrang tipid mo na, 'di ba, parang, when you look at your expenses, sobrang dami mo talagang kailangang gastusin, so many bills to pay, yung mga tinatawag nating adulting. So, yung turning point ko talaga is, like, I'm the type of person din kasi na I like to compute things. I mean, I'm not good with
Mhm.
numbers, but when it comes to tracking, that's why I'm a Bella, because I really like talagang yung planning, sinusulat ko lahat ng
Correct.
expenses, that's part of it. Turning point is when I realized na this is how long I will last looking at my savings accounts. I have to really do something about it. So, yun nga, and something na I want to share with everyone talaga na you really have to think ways on how to earn. It doesn't
Yes.
it depends on you. Kung anong na-enjoy mo, and
Mm.
there's so many opportunities now. You just have to really look at it, and then you just have to find it what's perfect for you, yung ganon. So, yun, very important, different sources of income so you can save and you have something you can use para mag-shopping online.
Yes, ako super super agree. Parang I think really one of the lessons of the pandemic is really for us to be more creative in how we get our revenue sources. Of course, through legal means, guys. Legal,
Yes, of
ano,
course.
but creative. Kasi parang minsan hindi natin na check in na parang, oh, kaya pala natin to. Hindi natin na nate-test na or na explore
Mm.
na there are a lot of things pala na parang when we do this, kaya pala natin magkaroon ng extra income, ng
Mm.
extra learnings, and it can help parang our lives overall. So ngayon, Anne, parang since the restrictions are easing up, we're level 1 in Metro Manila, do you think you'd be going back to hosting, or you'd still doing the same thing that you're doing again? Will it create another change in your lifestyle right now?
I think I like my lifestyle now kasi with the hosting, kasi especially, yun nga, things are getting better. Hopefully, tuloy-tuloy na siya. So, may mga online events, like what we're doing now, di ba? It's a good
Correct.
avenue for hosting. So, that's one. And also, medyo mas nagkakaroon na ng mga outside events. So, with hosting, I think something that I also can share with everyone is if there's something na yung passion nyo, as much as possible, don't let go of it. Kasi it's something na it also keeps you more alive. Yung ganon.
Correct,
You
correct.
get to enjoy life. Especially if you're a career woman, di ba? So, pwede mo siyang pagsabayin eh. That's what's good about now with the modern technology. We can do a lot of things at the same time. Yun nga yung kanina minimension natin paulit-ulit pa, di ba? Yung minention ni Dar din kanina nung start. Now, we can do multitasking. Why not? It's just a matter of really figuring out kung paano mo siya gagawin. So, I guess with me, actually, iniisip ko pa nga, ano pa kaya yung mga pwede kong gawin? Ganon. So,
Mm-mm.
kasi as much as possible, yun nga, if you have more time, and then if there are other opportunities naman to earn income, why not do it, diba? Kung kaya, go lang. Laban, sabi nga kanina ng isa nating Bella, laban lang.
Laban lang, definitely. Kasi parang, I think the pandemic, in a way, parang stretched us, 'di ba? Parang in
Mhm.
different ways, emotionally, psychologically, physically, mentally. And parang, in a way, parang, it widened our perspective and or opened
Mhm.
our minds, 'di ba? To explore things that we've maybe never thought that we could do before. And then now, we parang na-explore natin, pwede ko pala 'tong gawin.
Correct,
So,
correct.
how do you think women, kasi parang one of the challenges right now, 'di ba? Parang as women, parang madami tayong gina-juggle na roles. Tapos I think one of the issues that was said earlier was in terms of time management, 'di ba? Yung time management natin. Parang paano natin yun kaya gagawin na we earn more without necessarily having to do more. Kasi syempre, obviously,
Mhm.
yung hinahabol natin, syempre dito, we want to have financial flexibility, right? And financial freedom.
Correct.
So, one of the things, so how do we do that without parang in a way killing ourselves?
Mhm.
Kasi
Correct.
syempre, hindi naman tayo pwede magtrabaho 4 hours, right?
Mhm. That's true. Siyempre kailangan natin din magpahinga. Especially me, ako talaga, I'm an advocate of resting when you need to. Kasi like ako, meron akong, I'm not sure if anyone can relate, anyone from our Bellas who can relate, na, di ba may mga days ka talaga na parang I don't feel like doing something, or parang wala lang, gusto ko lang mag-rest, gusto mo lang humiga, gusto ko lang mag-Netflix, gusto ko lang mag-K-drama. I have those days. And it's okay to rest. And then ako kasi, what I do, if I really feel like na parang my brain is tired, sometimes hindi lang physically yung tired sa atin, di ba? So sometimes your brain, your
Correct.
mental health, I think someone mentioned that our mental health is really very important. So you take some rest, and then when you're okay, then you get back on track na, and then you plan things out. Ako ganun ako. Uh I'm not sure if it's gonna work for everyone, but if you're like me, na ganito yung personality, you can also try it out if it works for you. Kasi iba-iba naman talaga tayo, di ba? Different styles will work for everyone. Kasi yun nga, it depends on your personality. So, if you're like me, so once you're well rested enough, so feeling mo, okay, gumagana na yung brain ko. So, and also you have to figure out kung anong oras gumagana yung brain mo. Like ako, pag sobrang aga, parang I'm dead tired. Pag super early morning. So when I plan things out. May mga days ako na sobrang dami kong information na naiisip. And when you do that, so for you not to get overwhelmed, I'm an overthinker as well. I agree with Mish, yung overthinking. And you know what? It helps me yung mga journaling, or you write something. Lagay mo siya lahat, isulat mo lahat. If you have a planner, so kahit simple notebook lang, you write everything. And then when you looked at it, so you have a reference na, okay, these are the things that I want to do. And then you learn what are the most important things that you have to accomplish. So, I think ganun siya. And also, of course, you have to make sure din na pag feeling mo naman kasi hindi mo kaya, it's okay to step back, and then eto lang muna yung gagawin ko. And also, do not be scared. I mean, it's a lot of us kasi yun yung problema, I think, Dar, na a lot of people will think, baka hindi ko naman kaya, I don't have time, kasi ang dami kong ginagawa, may anak ako, I have this work, nakakapagod magbiyahe, things like that. You just try. That's the first thing kasi. You have to try. You won't know if you don't try it.
Super super brilliant advice. I really agree with that kasi parang there's this study by Gallup, Clifton Strengths, na sinasabi
Mhm.
each person is 1 out of 27 undecillion, 36 zeros yon. So medyo, 'di ba? And which means na parang there's only one of us, one of a kind tayo that ever existed, ever in the whole history of humankind. So parang given what I mean, that's already like a legitimate study, like a formal study, 'di ba, on human beings, and it means that we have to take the time to understand ourselves to figure out
Mhm.
which kind of working environment works for us, 'di ba? And parang I think what I would want to highlight what you said regarding trying is people we need to be compassionate to ourselves not and be patient with ourselves if we have not figured out what is the right balance of having multiple income kasi
Mhm.
hindi naman yan magic automatic makukuha nyo kaagad. Syempre, we need to experiment and
Mm.
just keep an open mind and keep on
Correct.
trying.
Yes. And if you fail, it's fine. It happens a lot of times. Like, ako ang dami kong tinry and it's not all the time na parang, successful. It's fine. And I also believe in crying if you need to. So,
Yes,
for others
cry.
kasi, di ba, parang they feel like, ayokong umiyak, ayokong ma-frustrate. It's actually
Mm-mm.
okay. So, you do it once in a while. Ako ganun ako. And then, iyak ko lang, tapos, okay na ako, ganun lang.
Mm-mm. Sabi nga ni Tess here, parang extra income from different businesses. Tapos si Donna naman nag-share na I do sidelines like tutoring for an extra income kasi di
Nice.
talaga kakayanin na isang work lang sa panahon
That's
ngayon.
true.
And of course, syempre, para hindi tayo ma-burnout, kailangan talaga tayo mag-rest. Nag-agree si Donna, si Jel Lai, na me time para makapag-relax. So, very important
Yes.
reminders, especially at this time. And sabi nga ni Anya, yun nga, balik tayo. We all have different personalities, different strengths, different weaknesses, and we need to take that into consideration as we plot out our life or design our life. So, Anne, it's so inspiring na from the things, diba, that parang you were just doing one thing before, like pre-pandemic, and now you're doing many more other things, and you earn more actually without compromising your other obligation. Is that parang, did that start with your collaboration with Femme? And I heard it's really all about enabling women to do exactly that. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes. Honestly, Dar, it's one of the collaboration with them. It's one of the I think I consider as one of the blessings I have this year. And syempre lalo nung pandemic, 'di ba? There are so many things na iisipin mo na yun na what's next for me. And this collaboration, actually nung una parang kinwestiyon ko pa yung sarili ko. Ito yung mga times na parang you're thinking, do I deserve this? Yung mga ganyan. Parang I'm thinking, kaya ko ba yung mga ganyan? And sabi ko nga kanina, you have to try. And I was so happy because as a content creator, I always make sure as well, syempre yung values ko, it has to be aligned as well with the brand. And then when I work with them, I want to make sure na I can really help them, 'di ba? Syempre, I'll be representing them, I'll be partnering with the brand.
Correct.
So, and with Fem, and it was an exciting moment kasi before getting the proposal, syempre 'di ba pag nag-grocery ako, yun to be honest, yun talaga yung binibili ko because I'm sure a lot of ladies, Bellas will agree with me. Syempre, when you do groceries, diba, you always want to make sure you buy something na parang hindi mo naman kinuripot masyado yung sarili mo, but at the same time, nagtitipid ka. Diba? You want to be practical. So, you look for the quality and at the same time, syempre, gusto mo affordable. And so, I was super excited na parang, oh, I'll be representing the brand that I'm buying, ganyan-ganyan. And
Yes.
how rare is that opportunity? So, pag talagang, okay, go, yes ako dyan, ganyan. And so, yun. And aside from that, I like also na, and you know, I'm a Bella and I'm all about women empowerment. And if you look at my page, I share a lot of things about passion, mental health, and yung doing what you really love. And
Yes.
yun, women empowerment. So, sobrang aligned talaga. And I love the color pink. So, that's one. So, it's really, sabi ko nga kay Fem, I feel na it's so me. It's just so perfect in so many ways, in all angles, kumbaga. So, yun, I was so happy na that the partnership is here. So, everything is going according to plan. So, kanina pinag-usapan yung animation, yung manifest, di ba? So, I think this is about
Oo.
manifesting because I keep on buying the brand. So, eto na talaga yung partnership for real.
Definitely about manifesting opportunities. And talking about
Correct.
opportunities, guys, na there is still an opportunity that you can also be like Anne and be a femme reseller. And it's really easy. All you need to do is just sign up in
Yes.
the link. It will be shared in the comment section. And you just give your TIN number and valid ID. And then you'll get 1,500 worth of products and madaming exclusive deals ito. And ako, what I
Yes,
appreciate about
super.
these things, kasi, 'di ba, during the pandemic, ano yung nangyari? Sobrang daming, 'di ba, pasabay. The pasabay phenomena
Correct.
in the pandemic, right? Kasi parang people really just maybe we can be more efficient. Parang you buy and sell it within your condo, within your community. Kasi there's really a lot of opportunities and it's a win-win situation, 'di ba? It's not about
True.
just you earning money but also helping the other people in your community to get a bit more convenience, 'di ba? Easy
Mm-mm.
access to certain products.
Yes, that's
So,
true, Dar. And super, yun nga paulit-ulit natin pinag-uusapan, extra income. So, eto na nga, since Fem is all about really women empowerment and it's an opportunity, sabi ko nga, you should not be scared in trying out things. So, Fem come up with the reseller program nga. So, sobrang, it's so easy na tipong, I think, almost everyone can do it kasi so many aside from this is another opportunity for you guys, and also madali lang siya because number one, the brand Fem with all the tissue, so bathroom tissue, kitchen towel, cotton, these are necessities, di ba? And we found out about that, di ba, no nag-pandemic. Ito yung isa sa mga hino-hoard ng mga tao. So, necessity siya. So, it's super easy to really sell. Parang hindi mo na konting creativity na lang and then I'm sure a lot of people will get your product. So,
correct,
and
correct. Oo.
correct. And also, syempre, ano siya, I like din kasi na free delivery. And ako pag nag-online shopping ako, naghahanap talaga ako ng voucher for free delivery. So, kasama siya sa reseller program ni Fem, free delivery siya. And then, as a reseller, you guys can also get savings, discount. So, you'll get to know more about that. And it's nice then na meron siyang kit, like a membership. And the kit, guys, I will tell you, super cute talaga siya. Yun yung una ko siyang nakita, yung eco bag. So, like, ay, super cute. So, it comes with the planner, there's calculator, the pen, and if you're like an organizer like me, you'll super love it. And there are also, I think, with a lot of opportunities now, syempre, hinahanap mo din, meron bang support, something like that. And ito yung isa sa mga, one of the questions that I asked, so what's gonna happen, di ba, if you're a
Correct,
reseller?
correct.
So,
Oo.
there is a seminar support. So, you guys can ask all the questions that you want, all the information that you need, everything's there. So, I hope I can see you guys in one of the seminars also. So, you guys, well, if you want to know more information, you can, I think the link is in the comment box, and also you can send a message to the Facebook page of Fem. Yan. And
Yes.
super easy din, Dar, kasi syempre inisip na, nako, ano ba yan, baka naman, ano siya, baka mahal, ganyan. Masyado akong
Correct, correct.
tapos, ganyan, baka wala na akong pang shopping online. So, you don't have to worry, guys, kasi talagang, with the rate of only 1,500 pesos. So imagine, pwede mo na siyang magtabi ka from your savings or pwede from your pay kasi 'di ba this is an additional income. So you just have
Correct.
to set aside this 1,500 and then ayan, meron ka ng additional income, 'di ba? So perfect for everyone, for the Bellas.
Correct. Ako, the other thing that I appreciated about this opportunity is really being able to also have like additional learning. As sabi mo nga, 'di ba, during this pandemic, important din that we check in kung ano yung mga parang ano yung mga learnings, ano yung mga pwede pa nating gawin. Like, we explore like different things. So, one of the things na we can do if when we register for this program, meron ding business opportunity seminar, 'di ba? And definitely makakatulong to sa atin. So, guys, we put down the
Yes.
link below. So, go.ilovebdj.com/fem reseller. So, please follow the sentence case so that you can go to the link para hindi kayo mahirapan. And guys,
Yes.
perfect time just to try
Correct.
this.
Sabi nga ni M, payday daw kahapon. Yay! Perfect.
Yes,
Saktong-sakto.
sakto yung timing. And ayan, so as we move forward, let's just bring in the other guests, special guests that we have tonight, so we can have a quick fire round with Maysh, Ara, and Anne. So, syempre, gusto natin parang to learn more about what we can do as women who hustle. So, super easy lang to, guys. Ayan, si Ara, I will formally introduce her in a while. But ayan, meron na tayong preview with Miss Ara. But alam kilala rin natin siya from some of our Bella events. The last one was in Belloween. Hello, Doggy. Ano yung name?
Hi, baby!
Baka kasi maingay kaya buhat ko na lang.
Oh, sige, let's see how many questions we can tackle. We have 2 minutes. May time limit pala ako dito. So, one word quick answers. Ano daw? Alphabetical. Reverse alphabetical order. So, Mish, ikaw mo una, then si Ara, then si Anne. Okay. Women you look up to. Mish. Ako
My
yung
mom.
nagpe-press. Mom. Okay. Ara.
Siyempre, mom ko din.
Anne.
Yes, number 1, mom.
Mom. Nice. Nice. Okay. Best girl band.
Moonstar 88!
Ara.
Wala akong alam eh. Ang No Doubt ba girl band? Di band yun. Spice Girls.
Spice Girls. Go, Anne.
Sabihin ko din sana Moonstar, pero hindi pala lahat girls yun. Spice Girls, Blackpink.
Nice. Ideal getaway. Na-mention na kanina. Ideal getaway.
Winery tour for me.
Oh. How about you, Ara?
Ako, Florence.
Anne, how about you?
South Korea or Japan.
Nice. Okay. Ito, kailangan ready na tayo dito sa mga vocals natin dito. Favorite song and plus points if you can sing it.
Go, patay!
Hindi ko siya makakanta kasi Korean siya, but I really like this song from Jungkook of BTS, Euphoria.
Yes, ARMY.
How about you, Ara?
Who run the world, girls?
Go, Ara. Go. How about Anne?
K-pop din ako. Anything from Blackpink or yung OST ng Descendants of the Sun.
Descendants of the Sun. Ayan, favorite book.
Sapiens.
Favorite book?
Ngayon. I really love it right now.
Wow.
I'm rereading it.
Hindi ko pa yun nababasa. Isasama ko yun sa list ko. How about you, Ara?
Bible? Book yun, di ba? Maraming book yun.
Book yun. Madaming books nun. Okay lang yun. Go, Anne. How about you?
Maybe one of the things, siguro yung 5 people you meet in heaven.
Oh, yeah. So, next question. Change that you wish for. What change do you wish for?
More progressive, sana, laws for the women here in the Philippines. Marami na ngayon, pero I think we can still
Kulang
improve
pa.
it.
Yes.
Kulang pa,
agree.
oo. May room pa to move around.
May room pa. Yes. How about you, Ara?
Body positivity.
Money positivity. Yes. Go, Anne. How about you?
More positive environment in social media.
Malaking
Chocolate
wish
yan.
yun. Malaking wish yun. Okay, but yes, definitely. So, last question, fill in the blanks. I am worthy of blank.
Being able to travel again. Yun talaga.
Definitely. How about you, Ara?
Love.
Hmm? Yes. Manifest and
I am worthy of world peace.
yeah.
Peace of mind talaga, peace of mind.
Yeah, napaka-important. Both world peace and peace of mind. Kailangan
Yes.
talaga natin yan pagdasal. So, thank you girls, thank you ladies for joining us for this quick hindi ako sanay sa mga um, mga fast talk, mga ganito. But thank you guys and thank you Mish, thank you Anne, and we will go to our next
You.
segment. I will call you in again, Ara. So I will just make a quick commercial guys, mga announcements natin. So meron tayong campaign this Women's Month. If you guys haven't seen it, please check it out. We did a singing rendition of All of You by the famous Disney's Encanto. If you have not seen it, please check it out in our social media pages. And we want to encourage you guys to please do submit your entry for that because we want to be able to share a consolidated video na kasama kayong lahat. Kasi, of course, Women's Month is not just about the team behind Viviamo or BDJ, but all of you guys. Kaya all of you yung song natin. And syempre, hindi naman kailangan sobrang Moonstar 88 levels. But definitely, as long as your heart's there, definitely we will be able to see it. And okay lang yan. Lahat tayo, we can sing it together. And please do join us again. Sing for change, record yourself, and get a chance to be featured and submit your entries. Tag us using at I love BDJ and using the hashtag I am worthy. So I hope you can support us in this campaign. It's just really a feel good song. Parang I remember when we started editing it, kunikwento pa ng one of our teammates, binge watching it 10 times already. Kahit parang ilang, lang yun, mga less than a minute lang siguro. So, I hope you can join us with this in the fun of just singing all of you. And don't forget, guys, we still have a best takeaway contest for tonight. So, please keep those comments coming. Ang daming comments. Minsan, hindi na ako nakaka-catch up. But please, keep them coming. Our team behind the scenes are reading all of them. And Fem will be picking the best takeaway to receive a gift pack of the very, very much needed essentials. So, ayan guys ha. Ang dami nating pag-gimmick this month of March. So, every Wednesday this month, we'll be seeing you guys. We'll be talking about certain things to be able to reinforce our worthiness as women. And I hope you can join us in this campaign of I Am Worthy. Let's all sing Encanto together, all of you. And of course, let's look at this beautiful opportunity given to us by FEM so that we can explore like different avenues for increasing our income this month. So for our last segment, are you ready? Are you worthy to be prosperous? Prosperity. Alam nyo ba, kasama yan sa Monday morning meetings namin in the company. I am ready and worthy to be wealthy. Kasi a lot of us talaga, minsan sinasabi lang natin, I'm worthy. Pero minsan nakakalimutan natin, hindi pa pala natin tinatanggap ng buong buo. Kaya minsan kailangan talaga nating ma-feel yung readiness. So, a lot of us during the past 2 years have faced different kinds of challenges financially because the way we earn money has changed. The way businesses have been doing their businesses have changed. So this will really have an effect talaga on us, right? It will parang translate. So that's why it's important na what if we can make money work for us? How do we do that? So that's where we That's why we wanted to talk to you guys about this in tonight's session of Women Who Hustle, because we want to explore and have this beautiful conversation with you guys. So the last speaker is definitely not the least, and is also the one of the most hardworking Bellas that I know. She's a makeup artist, woman empowerment content creator, college professor, and entrepreneur. Let us welcome back our Bella Ara Fernando. Hello, Ara.
Hi! Hello, everyone! Yok, hello, everyone!
Kamusta naman?
Okay lang. Galing lang ako sa klase. So, this is my third event for today.
Wow, third event. Grabe, no? So parang, how are you managing your day with your multiple jobs? Na
I take
you
it,
make
I take it one day at a time.
one day at a time.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Kasi you're a makeup artist, digital content creator. Guys, follow Ara in TikTok. What's your TikTok handle again?
The Ara Fernando.
The Ara Fernando. Ayan, guys. Follow her on TikTok. Teacher and businesswoman. So, paano yun? Do you segment your days? Or like, what if bang Monday ba? Pang TikTok? Pang Tuesday? Or hindi naman?
Hindi, kasi everyday yung TikTok ko. I go live on TikTok every day. Every
Wow.
night, looking for mga children, mga teens who are looking for like a tita figure or a mommy figure. Parang that's part of my mission to really empower women and even the kids on TikTok to a more positive environment. So, I really do that every day. But other than that, kailangan talaga compartmentalize. Kasi, you know how thinkers we are. Di ba yung mga women, parang forward, 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 ganyan. And then, I realized during the pandemic, kapag forward, you don't get to savor today or you don't know what you're gonna do today.
Yes.
So,
Correct,
I made
correct.
it a habit to just think of, ang pinaka-forward ko na is next week, parang ganon. And then, for the week, if I'm focusing on today, ang i-worry ko lang yung bukas. Kasi
Correct, correct.
worrying about or thinking about the other days will take up a lot of time and space in very limited today. Parang ganon.
So it's very important nga that we're able to focus on the things within our control.
Yes.
So, but napaka-important din yon. I think what you said na parang at the very least, parang be able to savor today. I think that's very important na minsan kasi nakakalimutan natin na parang kung go-go lang tayo, hindi natin na feel or nararamdaman yung araw. And another point that I love that you shared is that being able to at least plan for at least one day, 'di ba? Kasi otherwise din naman, I think yung shinare nga ni Anna, baka naman mangyari, nagkaroon tayo ng anxiety kasi we keep on not being sure what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Exactly. Kasi maraming kapraningan, di ba? With the pandemic, parang, paano ni bukas? Ako, baka mamatay ako next week. Dapat siguro yung bukas na lang alalahanin ko. Yung mga ganon.
Oo,
diba, talagang,
definitely. Kahit
diba?
hanggang bukas lang, guys. But important. Okay. So, Ara, can you share with us, what does your day look like? Juggling all these multiple roles. Napakadami.
So, I start late because I end late. Yung area ko, sobrang grabe yung jeep. So if I wanna do content, it has to be very early morning. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., ganyan. So, I wake up at 9 kasi yun yung eating time ng anak ko. So, eating time niya. And then, I do my journaling, syempre, BDJ. Yan, I do my journaling while eating breakfast. Yung parang yun na yung muni-muni time ko, planning for the day. And then, so I plan, I compartmentalize. I have a planner for every aspect, like my event makeup calendar. I have my content calendar. I have my everyday being a child for mom, whatever calendar. Basta ganun, marami akong calendar. Tapos i-unite ko sila sa isang calendar. Basta yun. So that takes around 2 hours of my day. Kasi pag hindi siya organized, your day won't go smoothly. Tapos kapag pag hindi siya smooth, doon na madedelay. Tapos doon mo hindi mo gagawa yung mga bagay-bagay, may susulpot, tapos madidistract ka na, gano'n. So, important talaga to me, ma-organize ko siya that day. Parang the first part of my morning. And then, yun, I do all my meetings, my classes, after lunch, lahat na yan. Pero kailangan 3 o'clock ready na ako mag-content kasi yun yung pinakamaganda yung araw. So, you need the lighting. So 3 to 5, shoot content, and then dinner, and then live na the whole night na yon on TikTok. And then matutulog na ako mga 3. Ganon. Tapos gigising ulit ako ng 9. Parang ganon. That's my usual day.
Wow. Yeah, napaka-important talaga yung the start of the day, no, na you're able to plan it out. Kasi parang even with me personally, and I know like a lot of members in our team or in our community na pag hindi ganun ka okay yung start na parang you're not able to plan, mas parang nade-derail yung the rest of your day. As you said, na parang you lose your focus, you lose all of the things na parang ito pala. So mas nararamdaman mo yung flow pag ano, medyo yun nga, parang you write it out. So, siguro sa lahat ng work that you do, meron ka bang favorite sa kanila na, or parang you really just love doing all of them?
I love doing all of them, pero siguro pinaka-rewarding for me yung TikTok live. May wala man ako sweldo doon, di ba? But it's really, wala man akong kinikita doon. It's really a mission, but sometimes mission work fuels you to do other things that you love. So to me, doing my mission, helping people, parang it pushes me to be a better person. So that's my favorite na parang heart-wise. Pero income-wise, syempre, I like doing our business. We have a family business. I have a beauty business. And then, yun, yung makeup artistry kasi it's something I enjoy doing na talagang kahit pagod na pagod ako, okay lang. Ganon.
So, the title, ayan, ang daming nag-affirmation regarding
you.
your favorite TikToker, best TikToker I've ever known. Grabe.
Thank you.
Very high accolades. Ang galing mo. So, magpapaano na kami. Kailangan namin magpa-coach sa'yo kung paano mag-TikTok. So, yung parang one of the segment that we have right now is I am worthy of prosperity. So, siguro how would you define being prosperous? What is prosperity for you?
Maraming mga manifestation yan sa Spotify, yung mga I am prosperous. Maraming mga affirmations yan sa Spotify. Pero honestly, kasi prosperity it's relative. Hindi siya the same for everybody. To me, being happy with what you're doing is the best definition of prosperity.
Prosperity, yes.
Yeah, kasi when you're happy with what you're doing, all the other blessings come
in.
Yeah, ganun siya. So, for me, yun talaga, you have to be happy. Hindi mo mapipilit kasi yung sarili mo sa isang job that you don't like. Or, in my case, kung rarakit ka na rin lang at gagawa ka ng maraming business at maraming trabaho, make sure na enjoy mo silang lahat para even with the downs, diba? It's not always up diba? So, even with the downs, okay lang kasi you like what you're doing, you're happy with it. Yun. So, hindi ka mag-give up.
Correct. Napaka-important yon na parang, kasi definitely, with parang anything that we do in our life naman, diba? Whatever project, whatever role that we take, there will always be ups and downs. And we need to be clear talaga sa atin na parang what makes us parang happy about the things that we're juggling. Kasi yun nga yung magsusustain sa atin even when things are down. So, is sharing that prosperity is my feeling that everything in my life just works. Not perfect, but they're moving or working.
Yes.
So, ang ganda ng meaning. Oo nga. Thank you, Ara. Thank you, Em. If you guys have other definitions of prosperity, again, sabi nga ni Ara, this is a bit subjective, but I think it would also help, diba? Pag alam niyo yung meaning ng prosperity for you, para mas madaling siya i-manifest. Kasi kung hindi mo alam kung ano i-manifest mo, medyo hindi mo rin siya mamamanifest.
Baka may dumating na prosperity sa'yo, pero hindi pala yun yung definition mo. So, you still won't be happy with it.
Correct. Diba? Tama. Oo. So, or you might not even recognize it, diba?
Yes.
So, napaka-important. So, were you, parang, I think it was like mentioned na, parang do you feel like you're a hyphenated Jill of all trades? Or hindi naman? Or parang, what do you think about that statement? Being a hyphenated Jill of all trades?
Feeling ko hyphenated. Kasi when I was young, doon ako pinapagalitan ng mom ko. Like, I remember, lagi sinasabi ng mom ko, alam mo, ang dami mong ginagawa, wala kang mararating. Yun yung first talaga, I remember clearly. Sabi niya, alam mo, pwede mo naman gawing lahat, pero you have to be good at something. So,
Yes.
after my mom told me that, sabi ko, sige, I will do everything, but I will do my best at everything. Parang ganun.
Yes.
And that's how I proved na, teka, you can be a Jill of all trades as long as you give your all. Parang wag naman all at the same time. You master something and then you learn something. And then so you're doing 2 things. And then you master another thing. And then you do 3 things. So parang
Correct.
hindi siya yung 50-50 lang. Kailangan, if you're doing a lot of things, you give it your all para yung pagka-master mo, master talaga. Diba?
Yes,
And then,
yes.
you can do everything talaga.
Oo. So parang it just means, guys, na parang again, I guess it's a recurring theme that we have for tonight na sabi nga ng all of our guest speakers for tonight that parang we can be good in multiple things, right? It's really just taking the time, 'di ba? One step at a time, one day at a time, as sabi nga ni Ara, 'di ba? And we can master one passion at a time, right?
Yeah.
So ikaw ba, Ara, may mga secrets ka ba on how do we do that? Kasi mamaya yung next question, how?
Ano talaga, prioritize. Prioritize talaga what you need to do or what you need to learn. For example, nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, sabi ko, okay, I'm a makeup artist, but sino may makeupan ko? Alam mo, patay lang makeupan ko, di ba? Di naman pwede yun, di ba? So I had to learn, I knew that social media was gonna be an in thing, but I didn't know much about it. Hindi talaga ako techie person. So I had to take courses, video creation, I had to learn marketing, I had to get the skills to be able to be good at something. So you can't do it at the same time, mababaliw ka. Kailangan know your goal, know what you want, who you want to be, and then parang reverse engineering, know what steps you have to take to get there. Parang ganun. That's how I managed my time.
Manage your time. I love that. Reverse engineer. So you have to be clear first with what work, what your passion that you want to become, what to do, or who you want to become, and then reverse engineer it backwards. And as sabi nga ni Belle, parang abundance of possibilities para ma-explore nyo, guys, kasi napaka-important. Ako rin talaga, naniniwala ako na parang, kasi sometimes, di ba, parang in a way, nagiging overrated yung passion kasi parang people think that passion is just one thing. Di ba? Usually, sinasabi na, find what you're passionate about. Parang, so usually, parang, it feels like this one big thing. And minsan nakaka-overwhelm kasi may expectation ka na dapat it's your end all and be all, diba? That passion.
Correct.
But parang, given that yun nga, part of our discussion today, we are very complex human beings, women in particular. And I really feel that all of us actually have multiple passions.
Correct.
And hindi yan na isa lang would satisfy everything.
Wala, babae pa.
Wala. Ako, I agree. Wala nang nasabi. I agree lang. I agree.
Di ba?
Oo. Parang, with your life right now, parang siguro, how was your journey to reach where you are today? Was it like parang meron ka bang mga challenges na parang or detours na parang hindi mo akalain would lead you today to where you are today, or
marami. So much challenges kasi originally gusto ko lang maging artista eh. That's why I took up theater arts. I just wanted to perform. That was my dream. But, yun nga, I've always said na sometimes things happen to you, medyo cliche for a reason, but things happen to you because it really parang molds you into becoming the person you will be in the future. So, I got sick, hindi ako pwedeng mag-act. My mom told me, ano pa yung na-enjoy mong gawin? Do that. So, I got into makeup, diba? So, I got sick, munti ka na mamatay, naging makeup artist, and then I loved it, and then got sick again. Yung mga ganon. So, ang dami kong detour. And the most difficult part really is growing and staying because I've been in the industry for 17 years. So parang staying and still have that name recall with with
Yes.
technology, with social media, with all the kids coming in. Parang, how do I stay here? How do they know I still exist? Parang yun talaga yung number one problem. So meron ako mga, hindi man self-worth issues, but I have identity issues along the way. Mga magkakamillion ba ako?
Yes.
Jojoin ba ako dito sa thread na to? Or should I stay with my values? Ano ba yung paglalaban ko? Yung mga ganon. But syempre, lagi mong iisipin why you're doing it and what makes you happy. And yun nga, lagi ko kasing sinasabi rin ang mahiyain, magugutom. At ang tamad, hindi uusad. So, I keep telling myself that na if I'm relaxed, if I don't grow, if I don't go with the changing times, walang mangyayari sa akin. So, I just keep moving forward.
I agree. Sobra talaga. I think growth is really one of the reasons na wala. Parang we're here Tapos parang just as the earth parang keeps on moving, 'di ba? Parang
Yeah.
umiikot naman yung mundo. We really have to also keep moving forward as the world parang continues kasi that's really life. And sobrang important yung sinabi mo regarding growing na kasi parang kung wala tayong gagawin, parang our growth actually is just very siguro slow or incremental. And then we just wait for life to happen to us. But if you're
Exactly.
being proactive, like you said, like earlier, reverse engineering, taking up whatever classes, workshops, upskilling yourself, then parang you're taking a bit more control of your growth. And then you become a bit, yun nga, parang you learn about the technology, di ba? Parang, ang hirap ng technology. Parang, guys, 17 years ago, wala tayong ganito mga FB live
Walang
streamer,
internet
walang
dati.
TikTok. So, it's really parang life is constantly changing and it's so important that we keep on parang adjusting, growing with the times. And I think it requires also the value of of openness, no? Na parang
Yeah. Kailangan
embracing
open-minded.
open-minded. Kailangan talaga open-minded. Kaya nga, yun nga yung sabi kanina ni Anne, di ba? We need to be able to try kasi we don't know which one talaga will work for us. Di ba? Kasi
Correct.
with ang bilis ng mga nangyayari around us. Sometimes parang we feel, ako personally, nafe-feel ko talaga minsan na I feel left behind from time to time, 'di ba? But sometimes parang when you just pause na, ay hindi naman, iba-iba naman talaga yung journeys natin, 'di ba? Which is
Correct.
always a good reminder. But that's why it's important that we just choose to keep moving forward. So, meron ka bang advice for women who would like to change, improve, or parang, I guess, challenge themselves with their hustle?
Ano talaga yan? Kailangan meron kang may icons ka. 'Di ba? Like, even if you say, I don't know anyone great or personally, parang wala akong makuhang mentor to guide me whatsoever. Because you can really choose people that you can mirror and you can study their life and parang apply their principles to yours, 'di ba? So, it really boils down to your value What kind of woman do you want to become? Who do you see or how do you see yourself in the future? Because that will tell you the kind of journey that you're gonna take. Kung hindi mo alam yung destination, hindi mo alam pa saan ka pupunta.
Correct.
Parang ganon.
Oo.
So, hindi lang siya hustle para lang kumita ng pera. It's just really, 'di ba? Kung nag-hustle ka, gusto mo may mararating ka Hindi yung, okay, may 500 ako ngayon. Okay na ako, ganon. It's not like that. If you hustle, tuloy-tuloyin mo na madadala mo siya sa future, 'di ba? So, kunyari, mentorship, it's so hard to find mentors or whatever. Just choose, I want to be the next Mother Teresa. How to be one. 'Di ba? Compassion. Ano yung mga principles niya? Yung mga ganon. Kilala niyo yung mga icons na gusto niyong maging. Yan ang pinaka-important. So, ako kasi Rosa Rosal, ever since, I've always wanted to be the next Rosa Rosal. So, yun, in my small ways, I really try to reach out to people who need guidance, ganyan, motivation. Kasi yun lang yung kaya ko i-offer. Wala akong perang i-offer
Oo. Well, ako, important. Ako more than money actually. I think knowledge transfer, inspiration is parang can reach farther, to be honest. Kasi parang 'di ba, pag nakaka-inspire tayo ng iba't ibang tao, like here in our community, in the Bellas, when you inspire one person, it's not just that person that you're able to help, but parang their families, 'di ba? And their
Right.
respective circles. And ako, I wouldn't underestimate your reach kasi ang dami nga nagsasabi that you're the best TikToker ever.
Thank you,
So,
ah. So
kailangan
sad.
um, kailangan namin matuto from you, Ara. Kasi, again, yun nga, tingin mo, uh, kailangan talaga natin mag-adjust to
Nakakahiya.
parang the changing times. Bakit nakakahiya? Magaling ka nga eh.
Ay, nako.
So,
Thank you, thank you.
you are worthy of praise,
I'm
Ara.
worthy of praise.
So, ayan. Guys, it's time for our awaited Q&A. So, let's bring in our other speakers, si Mish and Anne. Hello, welcome back.
I love it. Salamat, Ara. Nakaka-inspire. Turuan
Thank
mo ako
you.
mag-TikTok.
Sure.
Gawa na tayo ng Bella TikTok support group.
Game.
Paano bang mag-TikTok? Parang ganon. So, right now, one of the questions that we have, there's a question here from Leia. I think maybe you guys would want to answer this. How do you find purpose when in a seemingly unending cycle of work in a stagnant job? Hide natin yung pangalan, baka may makakanood. Dapat
Mamay na
anonymous.
employer.
Anonymous. Okay. How do you find, sinong, who wants to answer this Miss Universe question number 1?
Baka sila. I've never worked for a company.
I'd like to answer this one. I think yung sabi nga ni Ara, 'di ba, yung company, I think this is very common, no, sa company. I've been in a corporate industry, and for corporate, I think what I can suggest is you have to I think number one, you have to find out why you feel like you're stagnant. Is it because you feel na parang kailangan mo ng promotion? If you do, then you have to talk to your boss. And then you have to claim it na I think I deserve a promotion. Then you have to do something you have to do something about it. And also actually meron ding stagnant when it comes to a creative job. Like for me as a
Yes.
host, may mga ganong feeling na parang feeling mo wait, parang paulit-ulit yung ginagawa ko. Then what I do is maybe it's applicable as well to other industry. You have to keep on learning. I think everyone will agree on that. Keep on learning. So many opportunities online. Look for a mentor and find the happiness within the job, and that will keep you going.
Ganda. How about you? Mish, may gusto bang idagdag?
Actually, I super agree with Anne. Talagang sometimes you just find yourself like you're doing things repetitively, ganon. Even for me, like imagine I've been doing the band thing for 17 years, and I can't even count the number of times I have to sing Migraine. I mean, how many like variety of migraine can I do in a span of 17 years, di ba? But
Kaya mo nang gawin habang natutulog. Diba yung mga ganon sinasabi nila?
exactly. So parang dun po pumasok yung take a step back, going back to the basics, and asking yourself why you entered this place in the first place, di ba? So and then that's when I start being parang being grateful about it, that despite that I have to sing 1,000,000 times of migraine in my life, it actually brought food to the table in our house. And I read messages of people saying that this song saved me in my darkest hour. I don't know why it's a heartbreak song, but it helped them. So
Grabe,
it's really
kinalabutan
going
ako
back.
doon.
It's really going back to the
Oo.
for the
Yeah.
reason of why you're there in the first place, and then you start being grateful, and you feel like even if it's a form of stagnation in some form, di ba? Parang ganun, it's okay.
Mm-mm. Tama, tama. Go. Go, Ara. Raise your hand.
No, I just, ang ganda ng sharing nila from experience. Ako lang, I remembered something from the Dare to be Grateful cards. Yung sa Dare to be Creative pala. Na, sabi, it's within the bounds of rules that you learn to become creative. So, kahit naman ako, I wake up in the morning, parang, mag-makeup na naman ako. Maganda kaya yung gagawin ko today. Yung may mga ganun, parang, mabiyahe na naman ako. Traffic na naman. But then, you spice things up by challenging yourself to, kasi tulad ng sinabi nga na, you need to grow eh. So ako parang, ano kayong pwede kong gawin para maging iba naman yung look niya today? It's really up to you to make your work exciting. So kung gusto mong, kung work from home ka, tapos bored na bored ka na doon sa mga Zoom meeting mo, diba, do it standing or whatever. But you can spice it up in so many ways. Kailangan lang na matanggal mo yung mindset na, paulit-ulit na lang to. Parang ganon. So, hindi ko alam kung paano, pero yun, naalala ko lang yun doon sa cards na parang that's how you can train your mind to be more creative in looking at things, ganon, facing your job. Yan lang.
Yes, ang ganda. Sobrang ganda ng tips niyo, guys. Ito, meron pa tayong question from Donna. What do you think is the most important challenge that women face today? Pang Miss Universe questions talaga.
Oo nga, ang hirap.
Who wants
Ang
to take
tagal.
it? Jack and Boy.
Silence.
Bato-bato pick.
Ako, easy lang.
Most important
Hormones.
Go.
Hormones is the most important challenge that women face. Seryoso. Guys don't know the difficulty of dealing with the hormones 24/7. Kasi after nung period mo, may may after pa, 'di ba? So, it's really being able to manage your time despite of all the changes in your body na and still be successful and still do the things you love. Kasi yung physical, hindi mo makokontrol yan eh. And it still is the same issue to, passionate. Ang passionate ko. Especially pag midlife ka na eh. Paparating ka, like ako 41 na ako, so paparating na ako sa, diba? Sa mga changes in the body. So, I think people should be more understanding of women. Especially with what's going on with their bodies. Whether single, may asawa, buntis, or whatever, please be more compassionate and understanding. Yun lang.
How about you, Anne? Gusto mo bang
Ako, I think the challenge na nakikita ko talaga, yung expectation in so many ways, physically, mentally, diba? Depends on your job, but ako personally kasi experience dati na, for example, as a host, people will expect that you're always maayos, diba? People will expect na you will say the right things. So, I think that's the challenge. And if whatever challenge that you face, kung ano yung expectation dun sa current job mo, it is up to you to accept na it's not always na perfect ka. So, that's, I think, very important. Acceptance and as so long as you're trying your best, you're doing to improve yourself, then that's good enough.
Nice. Right?
Thank you.
Candidate number 10.
How about you, Maysh? Si Maysh, wait lang, hindi niya pa nasasagot. Baka
Yeah.
si Maysh answer.
Medyo political kasi akong mag-isip, pero I'm trying to go away from that muna. Siguro, one of the greatest challenge is to really parang change the mindset now. Yung norm na ang babae is parang we are expected to, yun sinabi ni Anne kanina, we are expected to act and look a certain way. Parang ganon. Lagi.
it's still an ongoing thing. Parang yung iba siguro iniisip na, luma na yan, but it's still there.
Yes.
At work, what I realize is that at the workplace, women are expected to do more. Tapos may certain ano tayo may certain extra tayo. We're always too extra, 'di ba? Na parang we do activities on top of what we are supposed to do, and that doesn't get recognized. For example, in a corporate company, you would see that women are organizing themselves to have diversity groups. And that's not being recognized in the company. That's on top of their expected work in a day. And then when you get home, women still does most of the pie for most women in terms of
Household
operating the
stuff.
house,
Yeah.
mga household
Yes.
stuff. So it's a norm. Parang we have to be part of that generation who will break that norm sana. Hopefully, yun. So medyo again medyo political, pero I just feel like we can still improve for the next generation. Na sana
Yes.
wala nang stereotype or wala nang prejudice kung ano yung role natin in society.
Agree. Super agree. So, ayan. Meron tayong magandang question din dito from Iris. Like, how do you rekindle your passion when tough situations challenges you?
Napakahirap ng mga tanong na to, no?
Napahirapan tayo ng Bellas, guys.
Oo nga
Ako, I just take a break talaga. Kasi burnout is real, di ba?
Burnout is
Even
real.
during pre-pandemic and more so now, di ba? Where we are right now. With the band, meron talaga kaming preset na X number of days in a year na wala talaga kaming tugtog, hindi kami magkikita, hindi kami mag-uusap para para mabawasan yung burnout. Kasi touring is
Correct.
also nakaka-consume talaga mentally, physically, all of it. And then at work, I really encourage my team to take their PTOs, their leaves also. Kasi you really have to disconnect then from your passion. Even if you're passionate about it, sometimes you just really need to take a step back. Sabi kanina ni Ara, 'di ba? May tendency tayo talaga na mag-forward lang ng mag-forward, but it's also good to take a step back.
Ganda nun. Kailangan talaga natin mag-rest. Ara, gusto mo ikaw sumunod kay Mish?
Tama yung take a step back. Self-care, really, during difficult times. And self-care doesn't mean just beauty, Parang for sure you have other things that you want to do. Not just, kunyari, I love sports. Alam nga naman pagod ka na, burnout ka na, mag-sports ka pa, di ba? So, find things that excite you other than the things you're passionate about, because for sure meron. And something I learned during this pandemic, kasi sometimes I have a therapist na nagsabi sa akin, pag tumigil ka ba dyan sa, let's say, TikTok, pag tumigil ka ba dyan, titigil ba yung mundo? Di naman, di ba? Like, if you rest for a day, magiging mahirap ka ba? Parang mamamatay ka ba pag tumigil ka sa ganitong bagay? So if you just take a break, parang we don't give ourselves enough credit na parang feeling natin hindi tayo worthy of a break. Kasi parang we need to move forward. Kailangan ma-achieve natin to. Kailangan, kahit ito yung dream ko, kailangan hindi because it's also filling up your love tank is just as important as reaching your goal. So hindi aandar yung kotse kung wala kang gasolina kahit 80 pesos per liter pa siya. Yun lang po.
Dapat may kaway.
Thank you so much.
How about you, Anne?
Ay, super agree ako dun sa rest talaga. Sobrang importante yan kasi you can't think well if sobrang pagod talaga yung not just yung katawan mo but your mind. And I think to add to what Ara and Maysh mentioned, you also need to surround yourself with the right people. Yung mga tao na will be positive about your passion. And yun nga, kasi nowadays, there are so many Facebook groups. Like what we do, di ba, sa Bellas. We have a Facebook group, we share the things that we're proud of, mga challenges, and it will help. And again, find a mentor and yes to self-care talaga. If kakalimutan mo yung sarili mo, if you forget to love yourself, and then everything will just, wala na, mawawala lahat. And I thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Grabe, ang gaganda ng
Wonderful
mga...
answer.
Yes, yes. Very beautiful answer. Wait, parang baka may ma-miss ako ditong dumadami yung questions. Meron tayong question here from Zerine. What tips or advice would you give to someone interviewing at Women's Empowerment? I guess someone
Hirap naman.
interviewing. Oo. Anong advice? Parang siguro what questions maybe you would ask people about women empowerment? Tama ba? Okay ba yung pagka-interpret ko ng question?
Something like,
Baka mali.
Ano
What
yung
tips
tatanong,
or
ano
advice?
yung
Oo.
tatanong namin?
Oo, siguro. Oo. What
or maybe
siguro?
some, like an advice in
To
general
empower?
about women
To
empowerment.
empower. Siguro yun na lang. What advice can we give to empower women?
Ako now, it's not so much of really giving advice. For the immediate bubble that I can influence, sometimes it's just making them feel seen. And that's
Yes,
enough
ang ganda.
for their day.
Nakakaiyak. Make
Beautiful
you feel
answer.
seen.
Mic drop.
Ganda nun. And how about you?
Napaisip tuloy ako.
Napaisip ka?
I think siguro general advice for women empowerment, it's really you have to start from yourself. You have to start somewhere, and then don't forget na you should not be scared. Again, making mistakes, being rejected, that's just really part of life. And don't get discouraged. Again, if okay lang malungkot, okay lang umiyak, but then at the end of the day, what's important is you don't really give up. You do something about it. You stand up, think of something to do, and then sabi nga nila, laban lang.
Yes, definitely laban lang. How about you, Ara?
Dami kasing pwedeng, yan kasi yung platform ko eh. So parang namimili ako, alin ba dito? Alin ba dito yung
Uunahin ko.
Hindi ko alam kung ano yung unahin. But I guess, especially kung yari, you're having difficulty with job or family or whatever, I always tell people na kung nandyan ka na, what makes you think hindi mo pa kayang makarating kung saan mo gustong pumunta? Kasi nakausad ka na eh. So, every step forward or back means you're still moving forward in a way. So, what's stopping you for getting to where you wanna be? Eh, nandiyan ka na eh. Or, kunyari, mga mom na nahihirapan sa buhay, family life, parang, girl, nairin mo na nga yung anak mo. Feeling ko na ngayon yung hardest part eh. What makes you think you can't be someone great, diba? Great na nga yun in itself. Yung parang it's really self-appreciation na know who you are, know the strengths or the blessings that you have. Kasi we're always given enough. And if you know how to grow it, then you'll become more. Parang ganun.
Yes, ganda, ganda.
Thank
so
you.
we have a question. I'll just read it kasi medyo mahaba siya. Parang essentially it's issue, I guess, that the parang an advice regarding a person who feels that the only way to go back to parang you feel like you need to go back to work just for the sake of money, but deep inside you really want to handle your current business. Kasi yung current business niya, I guess, cannot support yung their family expenses. So what's a good advice for this?
Okay, I think
Kasi Anne.
Go Anne.
medyo na po may time na before I go to events, medyo may time na parang napunta ako sa ganung situation. I was in a corporate industry. That's my first job. So like after I graduated, yun yung una kong job. I work in a BPO industry. So it's not what I wanted to do. As in, ayoko talaga. And I was the breadwinner. So, Kaya, I have to do this. Otherwise, alam mo yan, I have siblings na parang yung feeling na umaasa sa akin. And it's something na I think a lot of people can relate about. We Filipinos, we love our family so much. We can do anything for them. So, and then, yung feeling ko na this is not what I wanted to do. As in, promise, day one pa lang, ayoko nang pumasok. But I was there for 5 years. So,
Wow.
I tried my best. I got promoted. And then, I tried to love the job. But, di ba, alam mo yun, minsan, andun ka pa rin na hindi ito yung gusto kong gawin. I'm not happy. So, I want to go to the events because I actually wanted to be a broadcaster. So, sabi ko, gusto ko mag-host ng event. So, what I wanted to do, so yung sa situation ng ating Bella, who asked about it, what I suggest is, so, very critically yung situation mo now. I don't really suggest, ako personally, I don't suggest na, syempre kailangan natin yung financial, diba? So, you don't resign right away. So, you try your best to save kahit pa konti-konti. You save for something na para in the future, you're looking forward to the future na after a few years, I will resign and then eventually, I will go full-time sa business ko. And then, pag alam mo na always have a backup plan. When I resigned to my corporate job, I saved money and then sabi ko, para pag wala ko nakuhang gig agad, meron akong pera, makakakain ako, something like that. So I have savings. So I save first and then I think that's the advice that I can give you. So save first. When the time comes na kahit pa konti-konti, pwede mo naman siyang pagsabayin. So by the time na magre-resign ka na, yung business mo medyo umangat-angat na siya so you can go full-time. So I think yun yung pwede.
Anyone else? Ara? Si Ara.
I would follow Anne's advice also. I haven't been in that situation, but if I were in that situation, I would definitely follow Anne's advice. We have to be financially smart also.
Correct.
Tsaka ano siguro, to add to Anne's advice, kasi depende yan sa nature of the business. Something I learned in one of the seminars that I attended was the visibility and name recall. So, it depends on the business that you want. You can just keep the job that you have and prepare for the business to come. Parang ganon. So, lalo na ngayon with social media, you have to build a brand, right? So, while you're at work, envision how you want your business to start or kung ano yung packaging. Kasi, fan ako ng reverse engineering talaga eh. So, if I wanna quit in 2 years, anong gagawin ko dito sa 2 years para ma-ready na yung sarili ko for the opening of my business in 2 years? Parang ganon. So, one of the advice na binigay ko dun sa assistant ko, kasi I sent my assistant to school. So, she's on her thesis. So, she put up her own business. Tapos sabi ko, sige, gusto mo mag-business ka, pero I can't give you salary if you're not working for me. But you can balance it by knowing the nature of your business. You can do your business on your day off.
Correct,
so, kunyari, selling, then all your selling will be on your day off. So, you can still balance both, but prioritize, syempre, yung money generating. So, it's all about time management and knowing what you can and cannot do. And by drawing boundaries, then alam mo yung, okay, rest time to, or business time to, or corporate time to. Parang ganun.
Correct. Ako, I agree kasi parang one of the things then we always talk about rin with BTJ, diba? Parang we run after our dreams, but at the same time, we also be responsible. Parang we dream amidst our responsibilities. So parang, and it's not, I think, si Maysh yun, diba? Yung hindi siya dichotomy. It's not one or the other. There's a way of being able to balance it. Unfortunately, there's no shortcut. You have to figure it out by yourself. Not by yourself, but you need to figure it out yourself and just maybe ask for advice, listen to, parang try out, like experiment talaga. Ako, I'm really, I guess, a fan of experimentation na yun nga, parang certain hours of the day, if it kaya mo ba, kung hindi ka naman sobrang mapapagod, do you allot like 30 minutes ba? Like sabi ni Maysh, diba, blocks of 30 minutes, magugulat ka of how much time you have if you focus and you're clear with what you need to do. So, ayan. Grabe, ang dami nating questions. But the time is up. Baka mahirapan pa kayo. But final words, guys, in terms of siguro for all our Bellas na parang trying to figure out this new world we're balancing multi-income streams or the need for multi-income streams and parang realizing na hindi rin tayo pwedeng maging kontento lang with money but also parang following our different passions. Final words.
Ang hirap ano, parang in a nutshell ano. Pero
In a nutshell. O nga eh. In summary.
I think don't be afraid to like you said, experiment. Just keep trying and take your time. We have been on lockdown for the last 2 years, and it's only now that things are opening up and we can go out finally. Tas when we do, mataas na yung gasolina, so mas mahirap pa din. So what's another year in a lifetime, really? So take your time. It's not a race. It's not life is not a sprint. It's a marathon.
Ganda, ganda. Oh, contestant number 2.
Wait, ako siguro enjoy and embrace your own personal journey. Ganun. Because you can never really compare your life to other people. We're all given our own destiny. So if you keep on looking at other people's backyards, ayun na yung distraction. Ando naman gagaling lahat ng negative emotions. So just focus on your own personal journey. You know yourself better than anyone. So don't compare.
May naalala lang ako before we go to Anne. Baka makalimutan ko. I like this quote. The grass is greener where you water it.
Correct.
So, wala. Natawa lang ako doon. Backyard kasi. Okay, Anne. Last tip.
Again, emphasis on resting if you need to. And then it's okay to get rejected, make mistakes. That means you're doing something, you're trying. And then don't be scared. There are people who can support you always. You can find that. There's always someone who will support you. And then 1% better every day. You don't have to be, yun nga, di ba, yung timeline. You don't have to follow others' timeline. It's your own timeline. And then if you feel na parang kulang, you look back sa past, ano ka dati, ano ka ngayon. And then that's the comparison that you just need, not other people.
Galing. Ganda, guys. So, virtual round of applause for all of our beautiful ladies and beautiful guests tonight. And guys, thank you so much for staying with us for the past 2 hours. And for those who are just catching us right now, or even if you guys like parang would want to share this FB Live para sa mga natin, #Team Replay, pwede pa kasi I'm sure you guys got a lot of takeaways. I personally got a lot of takeaways from our special guests tonight. And syempre, yung mga answers nyo, yung mga best takeaway nyo dyan, napaka-insightful. So remember guys, let's claim our power and make change. The new normal work for us women. And this is Dar, your host for tonight. And please don't forget, we have a contest reminder. Make sure you're following at I Love BDJ on Facebook and Instagram and Fem, and share post, tag your girl gang, and get a chance to win a Fem gift pack. And don't forget to leave your best takeaway tonight. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ara. Thank you, Maysh. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
Hello.